Elizabeth Ekaite here. Welcome to e-Semplice, where music theory is simplified. This is a grade 5 music theory video on triads, question and answer. To aid comprehension, please see our previous videos on writing accidentals on triads and also our video on triads and inversions. We shall consider examination questions from Muson exam May 2021, Muson exam May 2020. This question is from Muson exam May 2021 and it says, write the following triads on the stave provided with the appropriate key signatures. Key signature first for F major. And we are to write dominant triad root position of F major. We've added the key signature of F major. So let's proceed. These are the notes in F major. But first, add the natural accidental in F major, and that is B flat. We are to write a dominant triad, and dominant means at the root will be the 5th degree. So that will be at the root of the triad, a third above 8, a 5th above 8. Let's stack. We'll have C, E, G. Now, this is the root position because the dominant note is at the root. So let's put these notes on the stave. C first, E, and then G. Next is E major, tonic triad, first inversion. Let's put the accidentals of E major on the stave. This is alto C clef, so that position is F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp. Now let's proceed to working out the triad. The notes in E major, add the accidentals in E major, which are F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp. Now, our triad is going to be the tonic, and the tonic means the 1st degree will be at the root, a third above that, a 5th above that. Let's stack. If we stack, we are going to have E, G sharp, and B, but we are required to write the 1st inversion of that triad. 1st inversion means the 3rd will be at the root of the triad. So if we now stack, we are going to have G sharp at the root, a B following, then E on top. Now we can put this on the stave. So G sharp first. Remember, the sharp is in the key signature. So you don't need to add A sharp to G because it's already G sharp as it is. Then B, then E, and we are good on that question. Let's move to the next question. Next question is A flat major subdominant triad, second inversion. Let's add the key signature accidentals for A flat major. That's B flat, E flat, A flat, and D flat. Now let's proceed to working it out. These are the notes in A flat major. Add the natural accidentals in the key. That's B flat, E flat, A flat, and D flat. We are required to write the subdominant triad. Subdominant means the fourth degree will be at the root of the triad, a third above it, a fifth above it. Now, this is the root as it is. That's D flat, F, and A flat. But we are required to write the second inversion of this subdominant triad. Second inversion means the fifth will now be at the root of the triad. So having the fifth at the root, now it means we'll have D flat, then F following. So let's stack. So we have A flat, D flat, and F. This is what we are putting on the stave. So A flat first, the flat is in the key signature, D flat following, the flat is also in the key signature, and then F. So that is subdominant triad of A flat major, second inversion. Next is C minor. Let's write the key signature of C minor first. So this is tenor C clef. So please watch. We are going to have, okay, let's work out the notes first before we now go to the stave. These are the notes in C minor. Add the natural key signature accidentals of C minor, which are B flat, E flat, A flat. Good. Now this is a minor key, and in a minor key the seventh degree must be raised. If you raise that seventh degree, which is B flat, the flat goes. So with that, we are looking at the root dominant. Now dominant is the fifth degree, so that's supposed to be at the root of the dominant triad of C minor. So we are going to have that fifth degree followed by the seventh degree followed by the second degree. Now we are writing root, so let's just go ahead and stack. We'll have G, B, and D. Now we can now put these on the stave, but first let's put the key signature accidentals of C minor, which are B flat, E flat, and A flat. Now we can add our notes. G first, followed by B. But please note, B is natural. You need to add a natural sign on that B to exempt it from the key signature accidental. Without that natural sign, you are writing a B flat. So to exempt that note from the key signature accidental, you need to add a natural sign to that note. And then we have D. Now that is root position, dominant triad of C minor. Let's proceed to the last one on this question. The last on this question is E minor, and we are required to write submediant triad, first inversion. The key signature of E minor is already there, which is F sharp. So let's proceed. So the notes in E minor, add the key signature accidental. Because it is a minor key, the 7th degree has to be raised, and if you raise that, we'll have D sharp. Now we are looking for the submediant, meaning the 6th degree, the 1st degree, and the 3rd degree. If you have that stack, that gives you the root position of the submediant triad, and we are going to have C, E, and G. Because we are looking for first inversion. First inversion means the root goes up. So first inversion will now have E, G, and C, and that is what we'll put on the stave. So E first, G, then C, and we are good on that question. This question is from Muson exam May 2020, and it says, write these chords on the staves below. Put in the correct key signature. The first is an example. Now we're actually starting with chord 7 in G major, and chord 7 has no letter. When it has no letter, it means root position. So we are asked to write chord 7 root position in G major. So let's just proceed. And we are actually supposed to show the correct key signature. But let's start first. Those are the notes in G major. Add the accidentals in G major. We have F sharp and chord 7 means the 7th degree will be at the root of the chord. So since we are starting on the 7th degree, the next would be A and the top note would be C. Now let's stack it. We have F sharp, A, and C. We are going to write the key signature first before we put these notes on the stave. This is alto C clef. Your C, middle C, is actually the 3rd line. So let's locate an F sharp position, but key signature first. F sharp, that's our key signature for G major. Now let's indicate our notes. F sharp, A, and C. The next is F minor, chord 1, first inversion. F minor, because we have 1B, F minor, so it means F minor tonic, but the first inversion of the tonic chord in F minor. So let's do that. The notes in F minor, let's add the key signature accidentals. We have B flat, E flat, A flat, and D flat. Because this is a minor key, we need to raise the 7th note, and raising the 7th note, E loses its flats. We are looking for the tonic chord, so it's going to be 1st degree, 3rd, and fifth. But note, we want to write the first inversion of this chord. That means A flat will be at the base. So we have A flat, C, and F. Let's add the key signature of F minor before we put our notes on the staff. This is bass clef, so B flat, E flat, A flat, and D flat. Let's put a note. A flat first, C, then F. Now remember, the flat of the A is in the key signature, so you don't need to reflect a flat on that note. Let's move to the next question. That's chord 5B, C minor. That means the dominant chord in C minor, but first inversion. As usual, these are the notes in C minor. Let's add C minor key signature. We have B flat, E flat, and A flat. This is a minor key, so we are raising the 7th degree, and that takes off the flat on B. Our chord is chord 5. That means G, B, and the supertonic. We are looking for the first inversion. First inversion means B will be at the base of the chord. So we'll have B, D, G. Now before we put this on the staff, we need to show C minor key signature, which is B flat, E flat, and A flat. Then let's add our note. B first. Now remember, you need to add natural to B. If you don't add that natural sign, your B remains B flat because there is a flat on line B in the key signature. And remember, this is C minor. The flat of B was taken away when you raised B because B is the 7th degree in C minor. Now D, and then G. Let's move to the last one. The last one is A major supertonic chord, that is chord 2, first inversion still. So as usual, A to A. Let's add the key signature accidentals in A major. That will be F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. We are looking for chord 2, that's supertonic chord, meaning the bass note will be the 2nd degree, the 4th degree, and the 6th degree. But we want first inversion. First inversion means D will be at the bottom, F sharp, then B. Now let's write the key signature of A major. This is tenor C clef, so please watch. You don't start with the F that is up, you have to come down. So F sharp will be down, not up, followed by C sharp, then G sharp. That is the key signature of A major. Now let's add our notes. D first, F sharp, the sharp is in the key signature, then B. And we are done with this question. Best of luck in your examination. If you are yet to subscribe to e-Semplice YouTube channel, please do hit the notification button. Each time new videos are posted, you will be alerted. Many thanks for watching.